everyone, good morning, April 7th, 2024. We're going to do a little fun, uplifting cruise news today. It's been a weird couple weeks with cruise news, so we're going to try to keep this not sad, not weird, but fun and uplifting. And we're going to talk about a fun little train ride to the Love Boat. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. We hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning here. If you or your kids go to South Carolina or Iowa, congratulations on making the women's basketball championship today. And then UConn and Purdue are playing tomorrow night for the men. Has nothing to do with cruising. Just thought it was topical. So anyway, let's get into our cruise news for today. Sunday, April 7th, 2024. Again, we're going to try to keep things a little positive and uplifting. There's been a lot of like sad, weird, odd cruise news lately, so let's keep it uplifting and positive today. All right, first cruise news story for today. The Jewel of the Seas, the Norwegian Cruise Line ship, is reaching its 20th year in service today. I think that's not today, but like this season. So I think that's really interesting to me. As we hear these different milestones pop up, I try to think back to like, when was I on that ship? And I went back and checked, and I was on Jewel of the Seas in 2010, which is 14 years ago, which seems like yesterday. It's like a blink of an eye. I feel like I was on that ship. Really fun ship. Those ships are still a lot of fun. We have Peter and Melinda, our subscribers and clients, who are on that ship today. And hopefully they're not on that one. They're on the Gem, which is the sister ship of the Jewel, out of Boston. So hopefully they're having a great time. Their ship did leave a little bit. It didn't leave a little bit late, but they were not able to get on until later yesterday. Again, Boston has like weird things. I'm not going to dwell on it. We're not going to get into no negative bad things, but they got on a little bit later, but everything's great. So hopefully they have a great time, and congratulations to Jewel on 20 years in service. Next up, NCL Bliss has made it to Seattle and is heading out to Alaska already. It's April 7th. The Alaska cruise season is getting longer and longer. I follow on Instagram Prof Cruise. She is on the Bliss for the first sailing out there to Alaska. She's a great follow on Instagram, and she writes a ton of great blogs on her website about cruising, obviously. So go check her out. She's a fun one. And I love NCL Bliss. As everyone knows, it's like my second favorite cruise ship, maybe third now. I think Encore is up there. But it's a really great ship. It's a great ship to go see Alaska in with the observation lounge and all the other things that go on there. Highly recommend Bliss. And that leads us into another story about Alaska. So Juneau is looking to limit cruise passengers. And I'm not going to treat this like a negative story. I'm going to take a little turn here. So I think it's interesting. As we saw in Bar Harbor, they're limiting to 1,000 passengers a day. And now I think something similar to that's going to happen in Juneau and maybe some other cruise ports around the world. So my interesting thought here is that, so I think what we're going to see in the future here is kind of a little bit of a split in course, where these bigger cruise ships that are the destination and all of these private islands that are being built, like the Royal Beach Club in Cozumel, the Royal Beach Club at Grand Bahama, Royal's building another one in Nassau on that little strip of land there. We have Perfect Day, we have Labadee, we have all these different things, and then obviously Carnival's building Celebration Key, and all the other ones have their own little private islands. I think what we're going to see is that these bigger cruise ships are going to be more directed to being like the focal point, where the ship is the destination and these little private islands, because they're way more controllable, as we're seeing with like some violence in Nassau, some violence at Cozumel. There was like a shooting right off the port there. But keeping those things contained, I think, is the future for those big ships. And then there's going to be another avenue over here where little ships are going to be able to get into these smaller things, like the Panama Canal, like Alaska, like Europe, some of the interesting European ports where they're trying to limit passengers as well, Bar Harbor, where it's going to be more of an immersive cruise experience, which some people love. Some people love both of those things. And you'll have a choice. Hey, I really want to get immersed in culture, maybe stay overnight at a port, maybe do the Galapagos and these really interesting things, Antarctica, or I want to go on this fun family Caribbean vacation where I go to these curated ports and this amazing ship where there's a ton of things to do. I think that's the future, and it's not going to be so much of like ships like Bliss going to Alaska because they may not want all those people there at the same time. Even though it's probably great for tourism, great money for the community, it's overwhelming, and obviously it takes up their resources and things like that as well. So interesting things going on there, but all good right now. Bliss is heading to Alaska, and that Alaska season, man, it's getting longer and longer. We're now going from April to October. So it's November, December, January, February, March, only about 4 or 5 months where we're not in Alaska. So it's cool. If you want to get a chance to see Alaska, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing cruise vacation. Go check it out. Next up, cruise story, Holland America. I really think this is cool. Holland America and Audible are putting together a cruise book club. So if you sign up for Audible through this little Holland America promotion, you get 2 months of a trial so you could check everything out. And then once you sign up, Holland America will give you recommendations for a book based on your cruise destination, where you're going to, what's going on there. I love this idea. We read a lot here. We give away books on our live stream every night, every week. So I think it's a really, really cool thing. I would love to do some type of a book club for our cruises, just not enough people, I think, are interested in actually reading a book while they're on a cruise and then talking about it, right? You're on vacation. Nobody wants to do that. So, but this is really cool. You can listen to it out by the pool deck. I like it. I think it's a great idea. At this time, we're going to take a little sidetrack and ask you to please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you are interested. Come join us on this really fun cruise journey. We're a small travel agency. Our goal here is to try to give you some like behind the scenes looks at cruising, to give you insider access of what it's like to go on a lot of these different cruise ships, and really just to help you plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. So please come and subscribe. We put out a brand new cruise video every single day, and we do a really fun live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We talk about cruising, we give away books, we give away coffee and tea, so come check it out and join us. And now, last but not least, we have a really fun story here. Princess Cruise Lines and Brightline, the train service that is pretty new down in Florida, are putting together a rail and sail service. I love this idea. I think it's great. So if you are flying into any of the ports down there, into the airports, and maybe you find a better deal flying into Orlando than you would flying into Fort Lauderdale or Miami, you can now take the Brightline. Or if you just live in Florida and you want to get to the cruise ports without driving and having all the hassle, you can fly into your airport of choice there, say Orlando. You can jump on the Brightline and it will take you to the Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Actually, right now it's Fort Lauderdale or Port Canaveral cruise terminals. And here's what they're going to do. They are, when you check your bags at the Brightline station, they're going to deliver them directly to your stateroom. So you don't have to worry about anything at all. You don't have to worry about getting off the train, getting into a transfer, or getting into a Uber or a taxi, and then putting your luggage in there, then getting out again at the terminal, putting your luggage in there, and then checking it, taking it on the ship. You check your luggage at Brightline, and boom, it's going to be in your stateroom when you get there. They're also giving you a complimentary motor coach at Fort Lauderdale and Orlando, at the Port Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale stations, to the terminal. So once you get off the train, there will be someone there waiting for you. They will get all your stuff. They will put you on a little shuttle there and take you right to the cruise terminal. You'll walk in, check in. And again, once you get on the ship, your bags will be at your room. 4 of the cars of the Brightline train are going to be Love Boat themed for Princess, which I love. I think that's really fun. And right now, Princess is doing a little deal where if you book an inside cabin, you're going to get a $50 Brightline credit. If you book an ocean view as well, you're going to get $50. If you book a balcony, you get $100, and if you book a suite or a mini suite, you're going to get a $150 credit for Brightline, which is going to really drastically help the price of your train ticket down there. So I haven't tried Brightline yet. I know a lot of people have. Matt from Royal Caribbean Blog, Brandon the Weekend Cruiser has done it. So I think it's really cool. I love the idea of once you get on that train, you don't have to worry about your luggage anymore. So check it out. Somebody let me know how it is. I'll try it on my next Princess cruise down there. Thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy whatever you're up to today, and happy cruising. See you tomorrow. Bye.